Hey everybody, Maria here, your health and wellness and fitness coach at BFAT-BU. It is Friday here in Atlanta, and it's August 7th, 2020. And I want to talk to you about resilience just for a minute here. And we hear a lot about people, I wish I was more resilient to this and that. I think there is, a lot of folks don't like to admit that they're feeling like they're not as resilient. It's not something to be going out about and talking to everybody about being or not resilient. But in reality is I think that we all feel sometimes that we can improve in that area. And there is still areas in my life that I feel like I could be more resilient as well. But it's life, and it's a growth process. So first of all, know that hey, anything can change when we take actions, right? Growth happens when we get out of our comfort zone. Now, talking about resilience, I'm resilient to a lot of things. I've learned that throughout the years. And especially with this one thing that I becoming consistent doing is one thing that I'm going to tell in a minute, but I'm not resilient to this. In the background, I'm not quite sure if you can hear this. There is lawn mowers. I can't do the noise of this. This is in a different neighborhood over here next to mine. It just gets to my brain and really it shatters, almost like I feel like I'm gonna get out of control. Sometimes, I'm training my clients, and I have a studio, and I do this. It's a garage that I basically transform into an amazing gym, and I love my gym. I love my garage. My clients like them too. Even online, I used to have some in person over here, not so much anymore. But anyway, I love that. But you know what? When it's lawnmower day, I gotta shut that door because I can't do it. I can't not do it. So anyway, it's not about what I cannot do it right now. It's about what we can do, right? So hey, and I cannot do the noise. I go and I try to shut the noise. So again, we're trying to find solutions for the problem, right? Not I can run away from it. Sometimes I can. But anyway, going back to doing this one thing that is going to help with resilience. And you might know it, all right? And that is exercise. Exercise. So let me just pause a little bit back. So the resilience comes into, a lot of it comes from us actually dealing and managing stress and anxiety. Because what is that resilience? The resilience is how I'm going to stay in control over here to stay focused to getting something done or pass through this phase in my life, whatever it is. But most of the time we think about resilience as something short-lived, that we gotta keep going, right? Or if we think about the finish line long-term, is the same thing. How am I going to do this? But we think about steps. It's the smallest steps that we get it. And why is exercise one of the best things? Because, I talked the other day in the stress series about BDNF. Is a neurotrophin. So this actually helps to build new brain cells, but also exercise helps with serotonin, help with GABA, help with several other neurotransmitters. Those neurotransmitters are going to help us stay more in control. It really impacts our brain and our ability to manage things. So today, for example, my friend Ron is coming over here on Fridays normally in the morning, early in the morning, 7:30 in the morning. We get together for a workout. And we normally do tougher workouts. And we redid a workout that we did about 2 months ago. And it's a very long workout. So our goal was like, okay, let's try to beat this time. Our goal was to beat the time. Obviously, considering that, it's barbell work. It's a lot of work that can really, if not done carefully, can be damaging to the body. So our commitment is always to the form, commitment to doing the right thing, right? So there's a lot of running, a lot of that. You can go back to my Facebook page and you can see the workout, what it is. So we're both able to beat our times. And that's great. Hey, we are 2 months older, it's hotter, and we still did it. Now, the question is, would I be able to beat my time if I were working out by myself? Or was he going to be able to do the same? We don't know. But one thing we do know, that when we continue to work out and continue to strengthen our brain, our abilities to say, yes, one, it's one at a time. It is, you can do only 3 more. Whatever it is, we are basically fortifying our body. We're telling our brain that we are in control. It becomes, mind over brain over here, because the brain is a lazy thing. So with our mindset of accomplishing something, right, we're gonna kind of lower the stress. We know we have, let's say we 20 reps. Okay, let's start with 5, and so on, so on, so on. So know that it is important if you are starting a workout routine, or if you have not been diligent to it, and if you're not disciplined to it. That's why people hire folks like myself, personal trainers and coaches in any aspect of their lives, to help them continue to build that discipline and to build the resilience, because in the end of it, you will feel better. 5 minutes, 10 minutes after we finish the workout, right? We're like, okay, now our heart rate is down. We're sweating like pigs, literally, right? And it's a great feeling. But you're kind of, okay, let's let the heart rate come down, and you feel the joy of, first, you're done. 2 is you accomplished something great. And 3 is you beat that brain, right? And, there is so much health benefits that that you gain by doing this. And you know what? Yes, we manage the stress throughout the workout. We manage our brain. We manage our cardiovascular. So all those things are benefits of working out. But really deep inside, it's where I like to speak the most about exercise, is the brain. Is really, folks, life is tough. And, there's a lot of stress out there. So what exactly are you doing every day? Or what are the tools that you have that you're actually doing consistently to help you to beat that stress? And again, we cannot get rid of stress. You're welcome to go back to the stress series. I talk about the benefits of stress. I talk about the negative aspects of stress. But, exercise is one of the best things because of the brain, the power that it brings, the transformation for the brain. So, hey, it is tough, right, to get started, but it's possible. Get help from whoever you need, a trainer, a coach, a friend, family. I don't care what it is. You need to understand, you need to kind of have a little conversation with yourself and say, okay, how do I become more resilient? How do I become more disciplined? How do I manage my anxiety, my stress? How do I feel better in my life? How do I get better sleep? How do I maintain my weight, or help manage the weight? All those things come from exercise, right? That's why I'm so passionate about it. That's why I don't know what I would do literally without it. Because it is it is my form of sanity. And I know it is for you as well. It can be for you as well. What you got to do is just get to a level that you become consistent and you feel good about doing them on your own. And once in a while you got to shake it off, right? Because here's the thing, the body gets used to doing the same thing. And that's not really, yes, it is good that you go for that walk every day. Yes, it is good. But we got to challenge the body a little bit. Okay, so then we actually gain more of the benefits of it. So I love to think that when I'm doing something, especially related to physical activity, that I'm doing great for myself. So doing the same thing, I know, as a personal trainer and a health coach, that is not doing the greatest benefit for my body. So how can I challenge a little bit myself that day, right? And that's what I want you to think about it. Sometimes to get started, we get started with the basics. And it's not about challenge, because it's already going to be a challenge for you. If you're doing little and you start doing something now twice a week, 3 times a week, 4 times a week, and even if it is 10 minutes every one of those days, it is better than doing nothing or very little that you're doing before. So that is going to be a certain challenge already. But if you're becoming consistent on your walks or maybe your jogs, or even doing some weightlifting with your dumbbells or bands, whatever, I want you to think about this. How can I challenge my body? It's not always about building the muscle, but it's really to getting the benefits of, pumping up our neurotransmitters that impact our ability to have more fun, our ability to control stress, anxiety, build new brain cells, to prevent cognitive, issues as we age, because exercise proves to do that. Improves our mood. Look, folks, I can go on and on and on and on about the benefits. Improve blood sugar, insulin sensitivity, and fat metabolism. It's one of the greatest things for fat metabolism. And I'll be talking more about that during the metabolism challenge that I'll be sharing with y'all. So think about, write it down where you stand today, where you want to go, and then you're going to list what kind of help do I need? Assess in those helps really, and you go one step at a time, right? I said, can I get help here? Yes or no? Boom, boom. Go one at a time. And if things are not working for you, you need to change. Because doing the same strategy, we all know that's not going to work. If you try this thing, whatever strategy, for multiple times and hasn't worked, or you go and get some results and fall all the way back, that means that it didn't work. The other day I was in a conversation, and I wasn't in a conversation, I overheard the conversation, and this person said, I never I never lost a weight loss challenge. And I'm looking, oh my God. So meaning that when this person goes for a weight loss challenge, it get it and doesn't lose it, meaning that she, it's a woman and she beats everybody else. Well, the problem is, in this case, is that this person keeps gaining the weight back every time. So there is things missing, right? Well, it's kind of cool to maybe, win a weight loss challenge, whatever she is doing to win. But really, is that psychologically cool to kind of go back to that stage, or even worse, than the beginning stage, that baseline that you started? Psychologically is not good. Look, there is a lot of science related to that as well. And especially when it comes to not so much about weight loss, but it's really fat loss. And I'll be talking more about that when we get to the challenge. So it's very interesting. Our body is wired to keep us on the safe zone. Meaning that, especially if you go through the yo-yo over here, if you notice, well, Maria, I start a diet and I lose some weight and I get back on it. This is the body is basically going back to the normal, right? So it is better. Let me tell you here, if you're listening to this right now and you say, why do I keep going back? The body is doing its job. Unfortunately, it's not something that we want to hear. Is there ways to stop, to prevent this? Yes. But once we go into the yo-yo, the body is designed to go back to that safe zone. So I want you to understand that there are ways to get rid of that, but it's going to take more effort from your part, and it's not to put a downer over here. It is possible to do that, but just know that you are not you're not alone on that circumstance. The best thing to do is, if you notice that you're starting to gain weight, you got to do your best over here to not get overweight, especially obese. Because once we get into that zone, the fat cells actually increase, and there is a lot of science over there that there is a lot of issues getting rid of that, those fat cells, the sizes and all that, and what it does for insulin, but especially leptin, which is another hormone that is very important when it comes to weight loss and fat loss. Anyway, I ended up talking a lot more than what I wanted, or not wanted, but designed to, but that happens. So resilience, exercise, movement, challenging your body. And I'm challenging you to do that. And if you need help, do not hesitate. Reach out to me. I'll be glad to share some thoughts with you. Be glad to help you get started, or jump up, bump it up, that routine that you have, or that thought. So, doing alone is tough, folks. I understand that. But it is possible to do it alone after, you get there. And that's why I'm able to do this alone, because it took me a long period of time, but being consistent. So we got to get the help that we need to get to that point, but it is possible. Okay. And so questions, let me know. Put in the comment, whatever that comment is, above, below, or reach me at bfabbu.com. And have a wonderful Friday. Take care. Bye-bye.